Hi, I'm Morgan Skaggs, and I'm the Project Director for Kentucky EMS for Children, a federal grant program held by the Kentucky Board of EMS. This is EMS Week, and Wednesday of EMS Week is traditionally EMS for Children Day. So I'm making this video for a couple of reasons. The first and foremost is to just say thank you to the frontline providers who are there day in and day out in the middle of a pandemic or not. You are the people we look to when our children are sick and injured and need emergency medical care. So as inadequate as it often seems, I still want to say thank you. The second reason to make this video is that in spite of the longevity of the EMSC program, a lot of you still may not know much about it. So I'm going to give a brief history of the federal kind of structure to the program, very brief, and then talk to you a little bit more about what the EMSC does at the state level. So while EMS got started in the mid-60s, by the mid-70s to late 70s, there was a realization that there were challenges in providing pediatric care. Providers lacked confidence. They often didn't have equipment and protocols and even some of the basic training and educational pieces that they needed to really provide quality pediatric care. So the efforts to improve the system and the inclusion of pediatric patients led to the development of the federal EMSC program. So we had legislation and funding starting in '84. So it's been roughly 36 years now that our program's been around. The federal program strives to reduce morbidity and mortality of sick and injured children and improve the care that they receive in that sort of emergency phase, so pre-hospital through the emergency department primarily. They work on improving the inclusion of pediatric education for both initial training as well as continuing education, improving the quality of that education, developing evidence-based guidelines and protocols for both the ED and EMS. We've developed kind of minimum standard equipment lists for both of those settings. We have continued to work with state and national partners and partner organizations, other stakeholders, other federal programs to collaborate on just start to finish improving pediatric emergency care. And so the funding that was initially established in '84 has to be renewed annually. And that comes down through, HHS to HRSA to the Maternal Child Health Bureau to EMSC, and then ultimately they fund, amongst other programs, the state partnership program. And that's where the Kentucky EMSC funding comes from. There's so much I want to tell people about our state EMSC program, and I'm trying really hard to keep this video short, and it's not working so well. So I'm going to try and pack a bunch of stuff in really quick. The EMSC Advisory Committee is the pediatric committee of the Board of EMS, and so we do make recommendations on things that impact pediatric care. We support education for providers, and we do that in a number of ways. Sometimes we provide speakers for conferences or symposiums. We provide textbooks for PEP, PAIRS, and PALS classes. I have training videos through the COPE Targeted Issues Project for training providers on dealing with pediatric fatalities, which is such a difficult topic. We have educational support for instructors on the pediatric abuse of head trauma class. We have the PowerPoint program for the Safe Infant Act, as well as the packets that you would carry on the ambulance or in the station. And I'm sure I'm forgetting some other stuff. We have a quarterly newsletter that you can sign up for that covers all things pediatric related to the ED and EMS. We have a voluntary EMS recognition program, and I really want to give a shout out to all 24 agencies that we're recognizing this year, but that'll be a separate post coming out shortly, so look for that. 24 awesome services have stepped up and made a commitment to improve pediatric emergency care for the children in their community, and so congratulations and thank you for participating in that program. I have some hospital-based programs, but today this is all about EMS. So we'll talk about that next time. We're working on our federal performance measures. We're encouraging agencies to develop standard processes for doing skills competency testing on a regular basis. And we really are working with agencies across the state to designate their pediatric emergency care coordinators. Our baseline data in 2017, we had 21% of our ground services claim to have somebody fulfilling the role of a PEC coordinator with or without that title. And over the last year and a half to 2 years, we've increased that to 56%. 56% of EMS agencies in Kentucky have a designated pediatric emergency care coordinator. And so this is someone that's a point of contact for my program to your agency. And if you don't have somebody within your service designated yet, please reach out. You might be the perfect person to be that point of contact. The bottom line is that really we're here to be a resource for the agencies and providers in Kentucky. We're here to support your efforts to provide high quality pediatric emergency care to the children in your community. If you heard even a snippet of something that sounds interesting, you'll be able to find more information, and we'll include a clip of how to find that on our website, as well as my contact information at the end. So once again, I just want to offer a sincere thank you from the EMSC program, from the EMSC Advisory Committee, and from my family to yours. I was a field level provider for many, many years, although never quite under the circumstances that you all are dealing with today. I can only imagine some of the difficulties that you're facing. And I hope you're able to take a moment for your own health and wellness, and to spend time with your families in the middle of all this sort of chaos. You have my gratitude and my admiration, and all. I feel like it's not enough, but again, I can just, at the moment, can just say thank you. Take care. You can find additional information on the website of the Kentucky Board of Emergency Medical Services by clicking the EMSC link in the gold banner near the top of the page. Use the menu on the left side of the page to select information on specific topic areas. Or you can contact me via email at morgan.skaggs@kctcs.edu or by phone at 859-256-3583.